Hi, so I haven't done a Doctor Who themed video on this channel for quite a while, but that's going to change today, because today we're having a closer look at this. Doctor Who, The Collection, Season 13, the latest classic era Blu-ray box set to come out, of course, starring the 4th Doctor, played by Tom Baker. Now, I actually got this yesterday. It's not actually supposed to come out until Monday, but I pre-ordered this, and sometimes when I pre-order, they come a little bit early. This came yesterday. I didn't have time to film a video for it yesterday, so I've not actually opened it yet. It is still sealed. I wanted to unseal it and open it on camera, so you get my, my first reactions to it. I've not watched it. There's a couple of videos online of unboxing this. I've not watched any of those because I want my reactions to it to be authentic. So let's not waste any more time. I want to get inside this box set and have a look at it. So let's go do that now. Right, so here it is, Doctor Who, The Collection, Season 13. I've started off the shrink wrap here. Let's get the rest of the shrink wrap off this, and we can take a better look at it. There we go. Look at that. We'll take a better look at this artwork in just a moment. But first, let's have a look on the back of the J card here. So, as you can see, we've got the stories Terror of the Zygons, Planet of Evil, Pyramids of Mars, The Android Invasion, The Brain of Morbius, and The Seeds of Doom. All 26 episodes newly restored for Blu-ray and packed with extra material. And there's some of the bonus features written across here, but we'll go through the bonus features in a bit more detail in just a moment. So let's take the J card off, and we'll have a look at this gorgeous cover by Lee Binding. Lee Binding always does a great job with these covers, but he has basically outdone himself here once again. Really love the background here, really awesome. Love this shot of the Doctor as well. And then we've got the various monsters on the Doctor's chest there, as we always do. Really nice. Love this cover. Here is the spine. It's a big, thick box set, which always love when you get a chunky box set. Always a big fan of that. And then on the back, oh, look at that. Gorgeous. I love the color scheme of this set. We got a lot of purple and blue, and I really like that as just a color scheme. I always like when it goes for a more kind of purple hue to it, and yeah, this is like very purple and very blue, like I say. So yeah, big fan of this. Let's crack it open, and we will take a look inside. Okay, so we'll go into this in just a moment because this is where the booklet's going to be. But first, let's have a look at the discs. And one thing I do always appreciate about these box sets is they always have disc art, which is nice because I like disc art. So, disc 1, we've got Terror of the Zygons. Disc 2, we have The Planet of Evil. Disc 3 is Pyramids of Mars. There's Sarah Jane on it there. And disc 4 is also Pyramids of Mars, so 2 discs for Pyramids of Mars. Love that. It is a very popular story, so I get why you'd have 2 discs for that one. Disc 5 here is The Android Invasion. I like this cover. This is really nice. I like this disc art. This is a really cool shot here. Disc 6 is The Brain of Morbius. And again, I like how the discs, not only do they have art, they all have art that kind of follow the same, color scheme as the, and design scheme as the front. That's always appreciated. The consistency is appreciated. We've got the Seeds of Doom for disc 7. And disc 8 is also the Seeds of Doom. So 8 discs you get in this, which is really cool. I love how in-depth these sets always are. And there we have a shot underneath of the 4th Doctor there. Can you see that? How well can you see that? That's really nice. I like that a lot. But yeah, really cool shot in there as well. So, like I say, big fan of the disc art. Big fan of the fact that it's an 8-disc set as well. So, lovely stuff. Let's have a look at the other side. We got this really cool shot here. And one thing I've always really liked about these sets is how they open up. You kind of open up like that. You've got more artwork there. We'll open it up, and we've got more exciting products from Doctor Who. So we best have a look at what the exciting products from Doctor Who are. Eh? Look at all the exciting products. Nice. And then we've got the booklet, which has the same artwork as that flap there. So that's really nice. We'll go through that in a moment. But then, oh, look at the TARDIS picture inside here. That's really cool. We've got some Pyramids of Mars action going on up here. Love that. Always cool to see that. So yeah, really, really nice. Let's have a look at the booklet itself. These are always really nicely designed, I think. Again, Lee Binding does the artwork for the entire thing, not just for the cover and the discs. He does all the artwork in the booklets as well. So big fan of that. Really nice. There is the front. Let's have a little flick through. So behind the sofa, welcome to season 13. We got a great shot of the Doctor and Sarah Jane there. Okay, so let's go through the bonus features. So, Disc 1, we've got Terror of the Zygons. So, bonus features for this, we have Director's Cut, an extended version of Part 1 containing an extra scene. Cool, always love extra scenes, always love more Doctor Who. Updated special effects, replacement shots in Parts 2 and 4. I always like that they have these optional updated special effects. Like me, personally, I prefer to watch these older shows with the original special effects intact, because I think it adds to the charm of it, but I like the fact that they do kind of give you the option of updated special effects. That's always much appreciated, I think. And I think it's nice that they take the time to update some of the special effects. Anyway, we've got 5.1 surround sound mix, new 2025 audio commentary exclusive to Blu-ray with Tom Baker on both versions of Part 1 plus Parts 2 and 4. Awesome! So we got Tom Baker to do a new audio commentary. That's pretty cool. We've also got a 2013 audio commentary with Philip Hinchcliffe, writer Robert Banks Stewart, production manager George Galicio, makeup artist Sylvia James, and sound effects producer Dick Mills. Cool. We've got isolated music, info text, making of documentary, deleted scenes, behind the sofa. Right, who's on behind the sofa for this set? So we've got Colin Baker, the 6th Doctor himself. Got Maureen O'Brien, Katie Manning, Sarah Sutton, Janet Fielding, and Sophie Aldred. Always love Janet Fielding and Sophie Aldred on these. They're always good quality here. I just like Sophie Aldred in general. I like Ace. She's a good character, and I like Sophie Aldred as an actor. So they all watch season 13 with actress/author and Elizabeth Sladen's daughter, Sadie Miller. That's pretty cool. And actor, The Collection presenter, Toby Haydock. Okay, so Toby Haydock and Sadie Miller are on these as well. That's pretty cool. I like that. So we've got The Unit Family Part 3, Douglas Camfield tribute, celebration of the life and work of the acclaimed director. South Today, Tom Baker is interviewed on location. BBC News reporting the first Doctor's death. Oh, that's an interesting thing to include. We've got Disney Time. Tom Baker appears in character for linking material, broadcast 25th of August 1975. That's going to be really, really cool. I like all these archive extras they put on here. These are always my favourite parts. Got Merry-Go-Round. Elizabeth Sladen hosts an episode of the BBC Schools programme focused on oil exploration. Tom Baker interview, a rare 2013 interview previously exclusive to the 4th Doctor Time Capsule DVD box set, which I have that box set, by the way. I might do a video on that one day because that's a cool thing. We got a special effects featurette, BBC Trails and Continuities, audio archive, HD photo gallery, coming soon, trailer for Planet of Evil, and a PDF written archive. Awesome. So a bunch of bonus features, and we're just at Terror of the Zygons here. And like I said, we got loads of cool artwork and photos throughout the rest of this, and a nice big long write-up. I always like these write-ups in these booklets. They go really, really in-depth, and I appreciate that quite a lot, because, as a geek who likes to know as much about the behind-the-scenes stuff as possible, I always like to kind of flick through these. These are a lot of fun. So next up on Disc 2, we've got Planet of Evil. Again, we'll just go through the bonus features here. We've got an audio commentary with Tom Baker, Elizabeth Sladen, Prentice Hancock, and Philip Hinchcliffe. Info text, behind the sofa, making of documentary, planetary performance, a look at the production of this story from the actor's perspective. Return to 13, Philip Hinchcliffe is taken back to the locations of season 13 to reminisce and meet old friends. Cool. Studio footage, Philip Hinchcliffe at Caversham, an interview at the BBC's Written Archive Centre, BBC Trials and Continuity, HD Photo Gallery, and PDF Written Archive. Not as many bonus features here, but still, a good selection there. I like that there's never any bare bones ones. They do always put at least a few bonus features for every story, so that's always nice. That's a really cool shot as well. Look at that. That's really, really cool. This is where the bulk of these videos end up going, with me just kind of showing you all the artwork and stuff. Because I think, these booklets are really, really cool, and I think it's nice to show them off in detail. Oh, okay. Now we're at discs 3 and 4, Pyramids of Mars. So, disc 3, bonus features. You've got updated special effects and 5.1 surround sound mix on the story itself. New 2025 audio commentary with Tom Baker on parts 1 and 3. 2004 audio commentary with Elizabeth Sladen, Michael Sheard, Philip Hinchcliffe, and director Paddy Russell. Info text, making of documentary, Elizabeth Sladen interview, Michael Sheard interview, behind the sofa, deleted and extended scenes. Doctor Where, a Doctor Who pastiche, included on 4 editions of the BBC children's programme Math Show. Cool. Locations now and then, BBC Trials and Continuities, HD photo gallery, audio archive, Elizabeth Sladen on Wogan's World broadcast on the 9th of March 1975, and a PDF written archive. That's just on disc 3, but Pyramids of Mars has another disc as well. On disc 4 we have Pyramids of Mars Omnibus, a HD recreation of the 60-minute repeat compilation screened in November 1976. We've also got the Tales of the TARDIS version. So, of course, this is the story that features Sutekh, and Sutekh came back in 2024 for the Series 14 finale, and they did a special version of Tales of the TARDIS, a special 75-minute cut-down version of the story transmitted in 2024 to celebrate Sutekh's return to Doctor Who, featuring updated special effects and exclusive linking material from Ncuti Gatwa and Millie Gibson. Yeah, they put Ncuti and Millie in there just to film, an extra scene, basically just for added context in case you hadn't watched classic Doctor Who and you wanted to know who Sutekh was before the series finale. That was a pretty cool thing. That was a pretty good omnibus version. Nothing beats the original version, of course, but I didn't mind the Tales from the TARDIS version. We've got Tom Talks, Tom Baker's views on life, the universe, and everything. Always cool listening to Tom Baker talk. The Panopticon Archives from the 2nd of September 2000 with Elizabeth Sladen, Nicholas Courtney, and Caroline John. And we got a Blu-ray trailer as well. Nice. So going through here, again, some nice artwork just throughout the set. If I can hold my hands still enough for it to focus on them. There we go. More nice artwork. Like I say, the stuff that Lee Binding does, is, like, even for the booklets, is always top quality. Like, obviously nothing beats the obviously everybody kind of comes to these for the cool cover artwork, but I like all this artwork he adds into the booklets as well. Really, really cool. And I like that we put like high quality photos from the show in here as well. That's always appreciated. There's old Sutekh down there. Awesome stuff. Disc 5, we've got the Android Invasion. So, we've got a 2025 new audio commentary with Tom Baker again for parts 1 and 4. 2012 audio commentary with Philip Hinchcliffe, Milton Johns, Martin Field, and production assistant Marion McDougall. Info text, making of documentary, behind the sofa, Ian Marter tribute, friends and colleagues remember the actor who played companion Harry Sullivan. That's awesome. I love Ian Marter, so that's going to be an interesting thing to watch. Directing Who, Barry Letts. Barry Letts looks back at his Doctor Who directing work from 1967's The Enemy of the World to the Android Invasion in 1975. We've got a Weetabix advert. Hot dog. You got to include the Weetabix advert. And we've got a clip from the Generation game featuring a Cyberman, BBC Trials and Continuities, HD photo gallery, audio archives, sound rushes from location work, plus an appearance from Tom Baker on Pete Murray's Open House, broadcast on BBC Radio 2, Christmas Eve 1975, a trailer for The Brain of Morbius, and PDF written archives. Going back to the Weetabix advert and the Generation game, like I've just already mentioned, I love these kind of archival, bonus features. As much as I love the kind of the new stuff they put in, the new audio commentaries, the new documentaries and all that stuff, it's these kind of archive clips that I just adore. I could watch those just all day long. They are always so much fun to sit through. I love those. Those are really great. So I'm really looking forward to checking out the Weetabix advert, see what that is. I didn't think one of the things I'd be most looking forward to about this box set is a Weetabix advert, but there we are. Got some cool artwork here with Android Sarah Jane. Pretty cool. Going through again. Again, I want to show you kind of all the artwork just a little bit more in depth, because I think these booklets are really, really cool. We've got The Brain of Morbius on disc 6. So we've got an audio commentary with Tom Baker, Elizabeth Sladen, Philip Madoc, Philip Hinchcliffe, and Christopher Barry. info text, making of documentary. I think that's an archive one. Yeah, it's got Terrence Dicks and people in it, so I think that's an archive making of documentary. Behind the Sofa, The Brain of Morbius Omnibus, Design Featurette, Philip Madoc featurette, Concept Sketch Gallery, Virtual Set Tour, DVD Easter Eggs, BBC Trials and Continuities, HD Photo Gallery, and a Coming Soon. So there we are. Brain of Morbius. Again, nice artwork. There's not really much I can say about the artwork and the pictures. They're just really, really nice. There we go. There's the Morbius Doctors on there. Nice to see them included in the artwork. Really, really cool. Again, I like how much information you get in these as well, how much information you get in these booklets. And then finally, on discs 7 and 8, we have The Seeds of Doom. So, disc 7, we got an audio commentary with Tom Baker, John Challis, Kenneth Gilbert and Michael McStay, Philip Hinchcliffe, Robert Banks Stewart, Robert Murray Leach, and Douglas Camfield's son, Jogs. So, a lot of people on that audio commentary, cool. Isolated score, info text, making of documentary, behind the sofa, outtake, Crackerjack, 2 Doctor Who sketches, Ken Dodd's Seaside Special with Tom Baker, Graham Harper featurette. Graham Harper explains what the jobs of a production assistant and production unit manager entail. Jeffrey Bergen interview, the composer talks about his work. Locations, Now and Then, DVD Easter Egg, BBC Trials and Continuity, HD Photo Gallery, Coming Soon, trailer for The Mask of Mandragora, and Coming Soon 2, trails for the Season 14 collection. Okay, cool. And a PDF written archive. Then on disc 8, you've got The Seeds of Doom Omnibus, Graham Harper in Conversation, the Doctor Who Escape Room. Those are always cool. We've had a few of these Doctor Who Escape Rooms on a few of these releases, and they're always a lot of fun to watch. We've got Merry-Go-Round from 1977, the 19th of September 1977, featuring a Doctor Who clip, and we've got some studio clocks. Gotta include those. Gotta include those studio clocks. Very important. And we got some really nice artwork again, just to close out this this box set here. These are always top quality. I always really like the attention to detail that the BBC put into these. They're always really, really nice, really top quality sets. This is what being a physical media collector is about for me. It's these super cool, big kind of in-depth box sets. Listen, I like steelbooks as much as the next guy, but I like kind of these big, chunky box sets with a lot of extra stuff in them even more. It's always cool to open stuff like this. So, yeah. Like I say, another phenomenal job from the Doctor Who collection team. Oh, I forgot to put the booklet back in. Hang on. What am I doing? We can't forget to put in the more exciting products from Doctor Who. We can't forget that. God forbid. But yeah, there we are. Season 13. Another absolutely fantastic release for the Doctor Who The Collection range. Yeah, love it. So there we are, Doctor Who The Collection, Season 13. I am so happy to finally have this in the collection. I always love when they release these box sets. Like I say, the BBC, they always take a lot of care and a lot of attention putting these sets together. So whoever they get to work on these sets, it's always phenomenal. It's always a phenomenal job that they do. And actually, even the standard editions that come out like way later are also packed. Like all the bonus features are still on there. I think it's only really like the packaging and the booklet is a little bit thinner. Those are really kind of your only differences. But I like these big chunky box sets that we get. I think these are always cool. Like I say, always a phenomenal job, and this is no exception. Some great stories on this as well. This is a fantastic season. I cannot wait to just go through all of these, watch all the stories, and watch all the bonus features as well. I'm looking forward as much to the bonus features as I am to revisiting the stories in HD. So, let me know your thoughts on this box set. Let me know your thoughts on this season. Tell me what your favourite story from this season is, if you feel like it. Whatever your thoughts are, drop them down in the comments. Let's have a chat about it. That's all I've got for you. So, thanks for watching. I'm going to go and binge watch some classic Doctor Who now. All right.